good evening. Thanks for tuning back into Philosopher Cards. This is Steve. We've had some developments today, folks. I wasn't planning on doing anything, and sometimes the news gets you, if that makes sense. So, hope you all tuned into my Finwives event last night. It was a blast. I was in rare form. Had a lot of fun with it. And then today we walk into a couple announcements, and there's a lot of good, some bad, some all kinds of stuff in them. So let's talk and dive into what's going on with them. So the first one, beta reprints, hitting stores have access, call up distro. This is great. I mean, in some ways the beta reprints are really good, and you got half the folks out there that are really excited, and half the folks are about half as excited as Eric's Curious wants them to be. The thing about the reprints is it's necessary for growing the game in times of a lull. And the question and the thing we've talked about before is, does Arthurian Legends have the juice to do it? And I don't think anybody thinks that it does. So the beta reprint's necessary to get us to Gothic. The thing that I have the most concerns about are, how do we know that doesn't end up in the hands of nefarious folks? So I'm going to throw right up on the screen right here an example of this, where you're going to have folks that are going out to distribution, and they're going to try to get all kinds of product to sell to all kinds of people at really low prices. Well, turns out, by what we're hearing and all accounts, only stores can order it, and only stores can get so much product with a purchase of like 2 Arthurian Legends with precons and stuff like that. So you have that piece, but then you have some stores saying, well, I'm not going to buy any because I don't want any more Arthurian Legends. And if that happens, you're going to maybe see beta sit for a little while, and then you worry about, could there be some kind of massive buyout and a dump somewhere? All right. So I have some concerns with that and the logistics of how to make sure that only stores get this product. I think in some scenarios I've mentioned in the past, there's some good ways of throttling and turning that faucet on and off to distribution to make sure that that happens. But you don't know, right? Because distribution doesn't want to sit on stuff forever if folks don't want it. So that's the thought. Now, at the same time, the reason why the reprint hit was to get more players and support into the store. So the beta reprint is actually a facet of store support, right? So then we come in, enter stage right, competitive play announcements and how EC is going to be supporting stores. And guys, we're on the road to a roadmap. We're on the road to a roadmap. If you read that message, it said there's 3 different types. You got your Cornerstone, your Crossroads, and your Avatar of the Realm. And they kind of left the Crossroads and Avatar of the Realm not filled. But that's kind of how roadmaps work. You kind of get more detail the closer things are. You get less detail the further away things are. So I took that as a little bit of a roadmap. And I'm excited to see if there's going to be some more announcements in the coming week here. Maybe we'll be even more excited. So anyhow, the good news and the bad news about this. The good news is you have to contact Eric's Curious and place your order through them so they can vet who should and shouldn't get a kit. Because things going through distribution, you have Ding Dong selling his 15 kits out the back of his truck at the Chick-fil-A. And the King of Waffle Fries goes and buys those 15 kits and places them up on eBay on the auctions. So that you don't want to have happen. So the fact that this is happening this way is a good thing, and that it's a good method for ensuring that it goes to the right place, which is a win for the players, and it's a win for LGS, and it's also a win for collectors because you don't have a massive dump of all of these kits. Okay. So anyhow, overall good news for the day. I think it's good. I also am getting word that the print run of beta could be actually very, 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 very small. Not as large as what some folks hoped or expected, didn't hope for. So that's also interesting news. That's kind of breaking as well from a few sources. So I'm excited about that. I'm hopeful. So it's got me hopeful this week, you know, kind of entering this week on a Monday, and we'll see what else happens. So check out the FinWise video, like I said, too. Check out the previous videos so you have context if you haven't. And yeah, make sure you go out there, read the announcements, listen to the videos, see for yourself, see what you guys think. And we'll give you updates as they come on my opinions, and if I feel that we're getting closer and closer, and I feel like we're on the road to the roadmap, guys. So with that, we'll roll the credits.
Digital age we're living in, treasures hidden in the packs we win, pictures on cardboard thin, fighting scalpers till the end. Holograms that shine so bright, sample packs just drop from sight. In the shuffle I can't win, every pack is cursed with sin. I'm trying to preserve history, in these cards contain my prophet destiny. I refuse to let them win, the time for scalpers now must end. I'm trying to preserve history, in these cards contain my prophet destiny. I refuse to let them win, the time for scalpers now must end. I'm trying to preserve history, in these cards contain my prophet destiny. I refuse to let them win, the time for scalpers